Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Kyle. This is Kyle Plays Games, and I got 1 hour flight number 14 getting ready to go here. And if you recall from the previous one, I flew into Chippewa County International in Sault Ste. Marie. That is up here in the upper peninsula of Michigan. I know you can't really see it because there's nothing overlaid here, but this is where we're going to be starting off at. And we're going to fly. It's going to take 1 hour exactly to get to Minneapolis St. Paul International Airport in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Got the flight time set for 6:01 p.m. with Low Altitude Airways with sunny conditions, so we're going to be flying into the sunset, into dusk. So yeah, this will be a fun one here. Let's go ahead and get this going, because this will be a longer flight within that 1 hour range, right at that 1 hour range. So probably hour 15 maybe in total. I hope it's, real close to 1 hour. Anyway, as it loads up, I ask you please like, share, subscribe, and let me know what you think about the video in the comments down below. And if you'd like to watch these videos happen live, link is in the description down below for my Twitch, and be sure to follow along there. And also, if you would like to contribute in other ways, there are links.
Sierra X-ray tree 20 taking off runway tree 4 departure to the west.
Alright, here we go. We're ready to fly. We'll head out the aircraft for now. Oh boy, this is going to go great. Alright, we're flying out of Chippewa County. Let's go ahead and apply full throttle and head on out from the UP and head over to Minneapolis, Minnesota. We have liftoff. Really didn't even tell me to take off, but I just did that.
Minneapolis Center Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 is passing 1,300 feet, climbing 12,000 feet.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20, Minneapolis Center altimeter 29.902. Continue as planned.
Alright, so climb 12,000 feet. I'm going to set that as the altitude, and now we're going to turn on autopilot. And should be on our way to our destination, and we will take a look around us. That's pretty darn cool looking at that. Take a look below us, all the wildlife area. This is already going to be a super long leg to begin with. 190 nautical miles to get to our first VFR point. Let's see where this is at. It's KCIU, and we're going to fly all the way to Cuda, I don't know. And then to Shea, Cimero, and then our nearer ones to our descent. So yeah, definitely a longer leg to begin with out of Chippewa County. So yeah, we're just going to enjoy the sights of the UP. I actually do like the fact I picked out dusk for this flight. This is actually pretty cool. Get to see everything with the sun just beating down on it. It's about ready to set. We'll be landing in Minneapolis for sunset. Hopefully I'll be able to land correctly. I'm going to lower down the speed.
Airbus tree 20 climb and maintain flight level 240.
240?
Climb and maintain flight level 240 Airbus tree 20.
Alright, time to climb again. That's some of the Great Lakes to our south. The rest of the UP right to our north. And there's a lake there. Not a Great Lake, but a small lake. We've been flying over one of the Great Lakes for the majority of this leg of this trip. So we can go ahead and I'm going to position this camera a little bit lower so I can see it. Just the flight plan part and the altitude and altimeter. We'll still take a look outside. Considering it's a very long length this VFR point, I am going to stay in the cockpit for most of it. At least half of it, because I don't want to blow out my eardrums. Airspeed is still at 320. Still climbing. Past that 17,000 feet. We need to get to 24,000 feet. So getting closer as we see the outskirts of land of northern Michigan. Just stare right at the sun to sort of blind us. $19,000 feet. So we're getting to that point where we're going to be at the edge of the Great Lake. And you can see the sun just beating off of that lake. While it is a pretty sight just to look at, man, that is blinding for me. I won't be out too long of the aircraft during this part of the flight, because that is definitely going to be a lot to take in when it comes to that blinding look, that blinding light. Got just over 2,000 more feet to climb. Maybe by that time it'll have me climb even more. I'm not sure. We'll see. I'll have to lower airspeed once I get to around that 300 mark. 300 range. Just watching it as it goes, and we are at 23,000. Whole lot of lakes, whole lot of water around us. A little bit of is that an island on that side? Yeah, some islands in the middle of the lake. Yeah, I can't see much right now from the overhead view. So they're going to mellow out a bit, so I'm going to lower down that airspeed so that we do not go into overspeed. We gotta climb just a little bit more to get into our altimeter range. Still can't see anything when it comes to land really below us. So yeah, this is all gonna be this Great Lake we're gonna be flying over for the course of at least the first 20 minutes or so. Alright, so I'm gonna hang in the cockpit for a little while, not hear too much of the the engines behind me, you know, in the engines in front of me with the taste cam. So while I'm sitting here waiting for altimeter to reach that little blue area there of what we're supposed to be in the range of, I do want to mention again, if you like the video, hit that like button, click on that subscribe to help support the channel greatly. That really does mean a ton when you hit that subscribe button. Also comment, let me know what you think about the video, and also if you'd like to comment on what destination you'd like me to fly to.
Airbus 320 climb and maintain flight level 300.
300.
Climb and maintain flight level 300 Airbus 320.
That scared the crap out of me, I'll tell you that. Alright, so we're going to climb more. Almost made it to that 24,000 mark without air traffic control interrupting me. But yeah, if you like what you see, just let me know by clicking on that like button, click on that subscribe, support the channel. That means a ton for me. And be sure to comment. And while I got interrupted again by air traffic control. That's great.
Skyhawk 5 miles west of 83, Delta 600 feet. Request flight following. Cessna November 90506, Tango Minneapolis Center. Squawk 2161.
So if you got a destination in mind for me to fly to, and if it's within the 1 hour flight.
Cessna 06 Tango. Cessna 06 Tango radar contact 5 miles southwest of 83, Delta 700 feet. Altimeter 29.902.
If you got an idea for me to fly to and a destination, if it's within that 1 hour flight range, I will try my best to be able to incorporate that into the series. I know I'm just going to keep on getting interrupted by air traffic control right now. I don't know why, but apparently we are close to another aircraft. I don't know. Don't have too much of air traffic around me when it comes to the AI-generated air traffic, so don't quite know why that's popping up during ATC, but it is. So yeah, if you think of a destination that you'd like me to fly to, I'd love to be able to add that into the series, the video series, somehow. The last video I did when I landed in Chippewa County, that was a request from a subscriber. I thank them again for requesting that one. That was a pretty fun flight, even though the landing was a bit rocky. Still enjoyed it, and I never would have known about that airport unless I was told about it. Never would have guessed to fly up to the UP of Michigan. Okay, what's my engine looking like? Okay, it's about there. We're good with that. Still working on getting up to that 30,000 feet altitude. Definitely a bit of a struggle to get there. We're slowly crawling. It's a whole lot of lake. Whole lot of lake up here. I don't want to say it's not anything to look at, but yeah, it's definitely not. I mean, let's take a look at the door. Yep, it's the same door. I did not realize that this flight plan was going to have this long of a leg already. I mean, like, man, it feels like that 100 hasn't moved in quite some time. I'm sure it's moving by, yeah, per like 1 or per 1.5 nautical miles. I don't know, like. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe just half a nautical mile. Could be. Could be. Yep, definitely got a bit of a wait with this one, unfortunately. Still at the land of the UP to the north of us.
Airbus 320, contact Minneapolis Center on 127.65. Good day.
I'm not even going to look below us because it's just all water.
127.65 Airbus
There's
320.
no point.
Minneapolis Center Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray 320 is at flight level 295 climbing flight level 300.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 Minneapolis Center. Continue as planned.
Alright, we are close to that
Airbus
altimeter.
Tree 20 climb and maintain flight level tree 60.
Tree 60?
Climb and maintain flight level tree 60 Airbus tree 20.
Okay, this is officially the highest we have flown in this video series. My goodness, I cannot believe how high we have to get. I don't even know like what the highest flight level you can get to. I really don't want to test that. I mean, I'll just listen to ATC when it comes to the how high we're supposed to be. Still nothing but water below us. Definitely just got to weigh it out. This is wow, this is really high where we're going to. I mean, like I said, I've never had to turn the autopilot altitude to 36,000 feet. If I have, let me know in the comments, but I don't think I've had to do this. Get this high. Bit of a slow crawl to get up there. Yeah, we're definitely at max speed for the engines. It's that sun coming off of the water is reflecting right into the eyes. And yeah, I'm sure it's definitely a pretty sight to look at out there. But yeah, the sun is really making it difficult to stay out there. Alright, so we made it to under 100 nautical miles, so I feel like our trip is halfway done with this leg. I mean, this was a long one. I did not realize how long this part was going to be. I mean, when I took off, I didn't really look at what the destination marker was, but yeah, this didn't like register in my head until autopilot took over, and I looked at it. I'm like, whoa, that's over 150, 170 on the marker. Like that's a long ways to go. If it was 170, that means that we are over halfway through this. Just a waiting game right now. And if you guys are watching this all the way through on YouTube, I do thank you for watching it all the way through, listening to me kind of like be astonished and amazed and a little bit griping over just how long this leg is. Let me know in the comments if you watched it all the way through. If you skipped through it, be honest. And if you are watching this all the way through, you probably did catch me saying that. So thank you for watching all the way through. Oh.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
Slow down.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
Alright, so it looks like 280 is our overspeed, so yeah, definitely gotta mellow out the engines for a bit. There's some land over to our... Yeah, we flew over a little bit of land. I didn't quite realize that. What part of land is that? Like, is that excellent main? Okay, that's just still some islands. Okay, so that's the tip of Wisconsin. If I am correct. I think I am. Oop, I didn't want to do that. Yeah, that's Wisconsin. So we're technically in Wisconsin now instead of Michigan. Someone's gonna roast me in the comments telling me, no, that's technically not Wisconsin. The line is like right here for Michigan, Wisconsin. But I'm saying that we crossed over Wisconsin with this tail. And I think I'm right over the geography of this. Yeah, that's technically the Wisconsin tip, Wisconsin tail. So hopefully we can get like that sun off of the water in this visual. Be a little easier to see everything. To me, at least. I mean, if you're watching this, it might be a lot easier for you seeing this. See, we're bouncing pretty well at that 35.8 altitude. You see a little bit of land on our far right. Because it's so high up, it looks like I'm closer to the coast than what I actually am. And we're at 60 nautical miles.
Contact Minneapolis Center on 125.55. Good day.
Going to 125.55 Airbus Tree 20. Minneapolis Center, Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Tree 20 flight level tree 60.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Tree 20 Minneapolis Center. Continue as planned.
Okay, nothing new there. I said it in all the other flight videos, and I will again say it in this one. Oh, look, the moon! That's a first. I don't think I've witnessed the moon in flight. Let's take a look behind us real quick. It's a whole lot of distance we've already covered. But just the amount of sheer detail that this game has, I will always be amazed. The fact that I can fly like anywhere that I want to and just see the landscape.
Daughter 44 hotel traffic is 12 o'clock, 4 miles at flight level tree 60 Airbus A20N. Report them in sight. Airbus tree 20 traffic is 1 o'clock 3 miles at flight level tree 30 daughter TBM 9. Report them in sight.
Airbus Tree 20 traffic in sight.
Daughter 44 hotel have the traffic.
What, is there going to be an actual, like, plane flying, like, right in front of me? I mean, I don't see anything, so it looks like we're pretty safe. Because it was flying at 36,000 feet. We're at 36,000 feet, practically. I'm literally like looking around me to see if there's anything that's flying around me, but I don't see anything, so I think we're clear. Anything on the map of like an object? Like I'm looking like right here. There's nothing that is showing anything, so we're just gonna go with that. See a lot more land around us. Yeah, we are definitely over Wisconsin now. I'm going to say it, we're over Wisconsin. So we're going to have to fly through Wisconsin. We're close to the Milwaukee area, I think. No, that's Green Bay.
Contact Minneapolis Center on 127.65. Good day.
Alright, so once we get to Suda, or Cuda,
127.65.44 Hotel.
and then we'll finally make that embankment to the more closer to the northwest. And we'll start making more of a travel towards Minneapolis. Kind of wish I was flying closer to Green Bay so I could be able to see Lambeau Field. But oh well. Maybe that's another video for another another part of the trip. Maybe we might go through Wisconsin again. I don't know. Definitely gonna fly over it though. I did make one trip to Minneapolis before. It wasn't on a plane. It was a road trip, 6-hour road trip. Definitely a fun one. We were driving during the spring. I'm talking about like early spring, where we were driving up north to Minneapolis and just seeing the climate change from just regular spring to oh hey, we're still experiencing winter up here in Minneapolis. It was that was quite a well, spring break to live through. Wasn't much of a party, but I'm saying that it was just a nice little road trip we did for a little weekend getaway. It was pretty fun. If you've been to Minneapolis or live there, let me know in the comments, and also let me know what you thought your experience was, how it is for you. Love to be able to know the different perspectives and see like just how life is for different people in different cities. But of course, if you're skipping through a majority of this video because you don't want to watch this portion of the flight, you have no idea what I just talked about. And if you are watching this all the way through, thank you, and be sure to subscribe because you definitely do like the videos. And also, you know what I said too, and you can pretty much comment. Alright, we're getting close to 10 nautical miles. It's going to feel like it's ticking a lot quicker than what it was. I am so happy we have gotten to this point in the leg and in this VFR point. And we will start making our embankment shortly to the well, to the west. We're not going to be going too much northeast, no, northwest. But man, oh man, am I happy to see that number dwindling down faster and faster. Six nautical miles away from it. Take a look at what's underneath us. Really hard to tell what's underneath us being up this high, you know? We really have to get lower. Eventually we will, but I think that's going to be closer to the Minneapolis side of Wisconsin. Obviously, Kyle, because you're going to be descending into Minneapolis Airport. That's a steep tilt. Well, I'm sure thanks to inertia, no one really feels that on the inside of that cabin. There you go, that's your science lesson for the day. Probably got that totally wrong, but oh well, you don't come here for the education. You come here for the sights. Alright, 65 nautical miles from this part. I'm going to stay in the cockpit for just a little bit. Probably until I get maybe to 30, maybe 20. Unless if there's some sort of sight that's like really, that'd be really cool to see out there. But we're traveling so high up here, it's going to be hard to even see anything from this perspective. So yeah, we'll just sit back a bit here in this cockpit and just like enjoy the sound of my soothing voice as we continue on this leg here. We finally, I think it blocked out a bit of the sun.
Minneapolis Center, Cessna November 283 Hotel, 9,400 feet. Cessna November 283 Hotel, Minneapolis Center, altimeter 29.9er to continue as planned.
Yeah, we've definitely made sure that the sun is blocked out from it right around here. So we definitely get a reprieve from the glare, and I am happy over that. Even though I did set the time to be a dusk flight, sunset flight. I think if I would have flown during the night, this would have been just a pitch black flight. Like there would have been no scenery at all. Getting close to that 50 point. That kind of feels like it'd be the halfway point.
Zero contact Minneapolis Center on 124.4. Good day.
124.4 for Airbus Tree 20. Minneapolis Center, Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 flight level tree 60.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 Minneapolis Center. Continue as planned.
Okay, I kind of figured nothing was going to change there. Under 50 to go to this point here. We're flying into central Wisconsin into Shea. Then we got a lot of call signs coming up through there, and I believe our descent will probably start happening probably around Bay, whatever it is. Bakes? Yeah, probably Bakes. Hear that at Wolf's. And then we will, yep, if I zoom in too far, I can't see anything. Yeah, I see we've already reached the area of our longest leg in this entire flight. Pretty safe to say, I think. Take a look outside for a little while. Whole lot of rural area. Whole lot of farmland here. And again, that's the majority of Wisconsin, a whole lot of farmland. And I get roasted in the comment section. It's not all farmland in Wisconsin. Just because we make cheese all the time doesn't mean that we have farm everywhere. And to that I say, I've seen a lot of farmland in Wisconsin, so I really don't know how to argue with you, because that's what I've experienced. I think 20 nautical miles would be a safe time to get out of the aircraft and use a chase cam then. There's not going to be a whole lot of looking around this cockpit for a little while. It's, yep, just surviving the long legs, the long VFR points. And of course, once we inch closer and closer, it'll be a little more exciting. Because then we'll have to worry about landing safely, and yes, anytime you don't crash the plane is a safe landing. I think I saw that on bumper sticker once. Either that or on the back of a jet aircraft. Can you imagine putting a bumper sticker on the back of a jet aircraft? You'd think it would stick. Under 27, getting close to that point where I'm going to start using the chase cam. Definitely seems to be ticking a lot quicker now. Alright, under 23.
Airbus 65 Alpha traffic is 10 o'clock 4 miles at flight level tree 60 Airbus A20N. Report them in sight. Airbus tree 20 traffic is 10 o'clock 3 miles at flight level tree 30 Airbus A20N. Report them in sight.
Airbus tree 20 traffic in sight.
Airbus 65 Alpha have the Airbus A20N in sight.
Yeah, I don't know where it's... I don't know where it's at. I don't know what you're talking about, but there's nothing in sight. Maybe if I had the more air traffic during this flight, during flights, I'd probably see more.
Airbus 65 Alpha, you are 300 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain flight level tree 30. Descend and maintain flight level tree 30 Airbus 65 Alpha.
I wonder if my PC would be able to handle more air traffic. Just to add in more realism to it, but then again, that has add more stress to myself, and this game already stresses me out when I start landing. Oh, so close to this point. I am so happy. That's finally, this feels like inches away. Under 7 now. And now I can't really see it. Okay, we're just under 4. This thing should be popping up momentarily to the next one. We're angle a bit over. $28.5 for this one. Again, just a whole lot of farmland, a whole lot of farm. You see a whole bunch of rural areas, nothing of urban, like city-wise, anywhere close. It's definitely how fast can we travel through the heart of Wisconsin in one video. I was actually thinking about flying into the Milwaukee airport, and I could have done that and it's like save Minneapolis for the next flight, but I just opted to just go to Minneapolis. Milwaukee could be on a trip back from west to east after I travel a lot of the rest of the United States. So I could land in Milwaukee eventually. Let me know in the comments if you want me to fly into Milwaukee at some point. I can work on adding that into the video series. That will be quite a ways away. I'm just saying, it's definitely gonna be a bit of a time before I make it back to Wisconsin if you guys want me to fly back into the state. Under 15 left to this point. And which point is this, you ask? Camaro. I'm gonna say it's Camaro. And I can't tell exactly where this would be in location to. But then we'll go to German and then, what is it? Muscle? Why do we decrease speed all of a sudden? I really wasn't paying attention to what was going on the in the flight. I was just like looking at the flight plan itself.
Airbus tree 20 descend and maintain flight level 280.
280, I can do that.
Descend and maintain flight level 280 Airbus tree 20.
So we're descending now, which technically that means that we have reached our halfway point in the flight. And where's our next waypoint? It's going to be in front of us, 35 nautical miles away. I am still very surprised that it had me fly this high up. I wonder, like, what was the reason for this? Maybe just like preset like how high you're supposed to fly in this designated flight plan. Got about less than 5,000 feet to go before we're at our altimeter we need to be at.
Airbus tree 20 contact Minneapolis Center on 125 decimal tree. Good day.
125 decimal tree Airbus tree 20. Minneapolis Center Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 is at flight level tree 20 descending flight level 280.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20, Minneapolis Center. Continue to JERMN as planned. Minneapolis Center, Cessna November 7461, Kilo 5,000 feet. Cessna November 7461, Kilo Minneapolis Center altimeter 29.902. Continue as planned.
Got about just about 2,000 more feet to go before we're going to level out. Yeah, a little more closer to that landscape, be able to see a little bit more detail when it comes to the land below us. Increase speed now in order to level out. Still slightly descending. Alright, and we are getting, and we're leveling out just fine. And we'll probably be at, 28,000 feet, maybe a little lower.
Airbus tree 20, descend and maintain flight level 220.
I just got to
Not
two.
above 280 knots.
Descend and maintain flight level 220. Keep speed not above 280 knots. Airbus tree 20.
Alright, what's our VFR map looking like now? take a look. Alright, we're getting closer and closer to that, to the river. Mississippi River. As we get ever so closer to land, need to drop down to 22,000 feet. We are at 26,000 feet, so 4,000 more to go. And 6 nautical miles left at this destination waypoint, so they're getting closer and closer, which I am always a fan of. And once we get closer to the ground, that's when I stop talking too much when it comes to casual talking and more into focusing on getting the plane down in one piece. Alright, about 15.5 to this next point, this next destination marker. Almost 1,000 feet away from our spot, away from our level. Still a whole lot of farmland. I'm sorry, I'm just saying, like, you know, Wisconsin's just a whole lot of farmland. Time to level out to 22,000 feet. Probably by the time I get to 22,000 feet, it'll tell me to send more, which I am perfectly fine with. We're flying a little below 22,000 feet, which I can't really complain about.
Airbus 320, descend and maintain 17,000 feet.
17,000 feet now.
Descend and maintain 17,000 feet Airbus 320.
See, like the moment we get to our altitude, assigned altitude, we have to lower down more. Again, definitely not complaining over that. Alright, 20 nautical miles to this next one. It seems like that's what it is. It's between about 15 and 20 for all of these waypoints. Now we can see a lot more of the landscape on our sides.
Cessna 081, contact Minneapolis Center on 128.6. Good day. .6 Cessna 081.
Okay, that's not me. That's not me. I thought it was just going to start making me do manual communication with ATC, and I am not skilled yet for that. I am not too skilled for that. And bouncing out about 17,000 feet. And I'll probably start telling us to descend as soon as we get to that point.
Airbus 320, descend and maintain 12,000 feet.
I knew it the moment I hit it.
Descend and maintain 12,000 feet Airbus 320.
So got all the farmland around us. I think I am starting to see the Mississippi up ahead. A little bit of it. I think that is. I mean, I think I know my geography. Like where it starts off. So it's like eventually we're going to start veering. We're going to start angling left, start banking left, and then sharp turn to the right. Alright, next waypoint 17 nautical miles away.
Airbus November 5, 5275, flight level 280. Airbus November 5, 5275, Minneapolis Center. Continue to Echo Alpha Uniform as planned.
Now we're getting close to this one, which it might start telling me to descend more once I get to 12,000 feet. Now the
61 kilo contact, Minneapolis
rural
Center,
landscape is starting to look
118.6.
much more detailed.
Good day. .6 Cessna 61 kilo.
As they balance out right around that 12,000 feet, and I'm talking like it's gonna look like it's gonna balance out right at 20,000 feet. Now, okay, I may be preempting myself too much. Yeah, we're gonna go a little lower. Go figure. Oh well. Can't complain about flying a little lower than that assigned altitude. Kind of helps out when you're trying to land.
Airbus 320, descend and maintain 7,000 feet.
7,000 feet, you got it.
Descend and maintain 7,000 feet Airbus 320.
That I can do. I like it when I start getting lower. The funny thing is that, you know, flying into Minneapolis, like the entire flight was practically in like Wisconsin, and this entire state is getting
approach on 118.725.
completely negated. You know, I mean, it's literally being flown over.
Going to 118.725 Airbus tree 20.
And yet the thumbnail is going to be
Minneapolis approach
Minneapolis.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 is passing 10,500 feet, descending 7,000 feet.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 Minneapolis approach altimeter 29.9 to continue to WOLVS as planned.
Alright, so we are in the approach area.
Airbus tree 20 descend and maintain 8,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 8,000 feet Airbus tree 20.
Why 8,000 feet now? And ever so closer to the spot we need to be at, to the airport. Really, it's just right over the river. So we got a couple of waypoints here, and then our descent in from Trell. TRTL. I just pronounced it like that. I know it's not Trell, but close enough. I'm not gonna break my brain trying to pronounce it any other way.
Airbus tree 20 descend and maintain 7,000 feet. Keep speed not above 230 knots. Cessna tree 5 Romeo, contact Minneapolis approach on 1 tree 4.7. Good day.
Descend and maintain 7,000 feet. Keep speed not above 230 knots Airbus tree 20.
1 tree 4.7 for Cessna tree 5 Romeo.
I gotta maintain that 7,000 feet. I don't care if you go to like 65. I mean, that's 6,500 feet. I don't care if you do that.
Airbus tree 20, you are 2 tree miles east. Keep speed not above 210 knots. Expect ILS runway tree 0 left approach via GQ transition. Cleared to GQ.
Keep speed not above 210 knots. Expect ILS runway tree 0 left approach via GQ transition. Cleared to GQ Airbus tree 20.
Okay, I took over a bit from autopilot. That's why it's going to seem a little more rockier now. And I'm going to definitely feel the wind, because why not add the wind into this equation now? I don't understand how I'm being affected by wind now, because I'm overriding autopilot. Like, shouldn't it not affect me? Because, like, it's literally the same weather. I don't know, I'm just saying.
Airbus tree 20 descend and maintain 5,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 5,000 feet Airbus tree 20.
5,000 feet. I gotta try to land this aircraft best I can with this. With the runway. The wind effect is really just a complete BS thing. Like, you don't feel it until you get down here.
Airbus tree 20 descend and maintain 4,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet Airbus tree 20.
Like I said, I don't really talk too much during this portion of the flight. I'm really keeping an eye on what to do. Really don't want to mess up this part.
Airbus tree 20, you are 13 miles southeast of Minneapolis. Contact Minneapolis Tower on 126.7 when inbound on the approach.
Tower on 126.7 Airbus tree 20. Minneapolis Tower Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 2012 miles southeast inbound ILS runway tree 0 left approach.
Oh, I'm lined up pretty well.
Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 Minneapolis Tower. Altimeter 29.9er, 2 wind calm cleared ILS runway tree 0 left approach.
Minneapolis Tower Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 inbound ILS runway tree 0 left approach.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 Minneapolis Tower. Altimeter 29.9er, 2 wind calm cleared ILS runway tree 0 left approach.
Cleared ILS runway tree 0 left approach Airbus tree 20.
Oh, why did you do that? Why did you do that? Every time, I swear, I'm trying to get lower, and I swear the wind is just like, nope, you're gonna go the other way.
Airbus tree 20 wind calm cleared to land runway tree 0 left.
Cleared to land runway tree 0 left Airbus tree 20.
Oh, why? Oh, I'm so close. Do not screw me over. Do not screw me over. Of course, the wind's gonna hit me right here. Stop pushing me over. Jeez.
1,000. $500, $400, $300, $300, $200, $150, $5.
You suck! I swear, I had it and then you freaking failed me.
Airbus tree 20 contact ground on 127.9er 25.
Why did you hit the accelerator immediately?
127.9er 25 Airbus tree 20.
Will you stop, please? Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. Every time I'm switching aircrafts next time. I am just so fed up with this thing messing up constantly.
Minneapolis ground Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 taxi to the gate.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 taxi to gate 9er 1 using taxiway Delta.
Taxiing to gate 9er 1 via taxiway Delta Airbus tree 20.
See, that's what I mean by, like, I'm literally trying to, like, navigate on the ground here, and my rudder flaps just keep on messing me up. Like, every time, I cannot control this thing. Well, that's to be the quickest taxiway I've ever taken. Oh, I just dripped up there. Come on. This is literally painstaking. This is so painful. It's literally just an inch. Okay, we're gonna hit the parking brake. I cannot believe it. This is like Lillian's. By the way, not my best landing, obviously. And I don't get why it's set up as like, oh, let's go ahead and just like hit the accelerator immediately, but that was at the very end, but that was complete crap. Maybe like once I hit the approach mode, maybe I just need to like let it be. I don't know, I'll figure it out. Learning as I go here, you know. I went to flight school for Spirit. Okay, we're all set. That went a little over the hour time limit, but still managed to land in one piece, even though we bounced pretty hard. But okay, so we are in Minneapolis, Minnesota, Minneapolis-St. Paul Airport, and I'll figure out for our next flight out of Minneapolis. If you have a suggestion, let me know in the comments down below. Or if you have a future destination you'd like me to fly to. I do have an idea of where I want to fly out of from Minneapolis in the next video. So if you have any ideas for other destinations, let me know in the comments. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the video. And feel free to laugh at my landings, because I know they are not picture perfect at all by any means. But be sure to subscribe, and that helps support the channel out immensely. And use the link in the description also if you'd like to watch any of these videos happen live. There is a link in the description for my Twitch channel. I'm going backwards when it comes to promoting myself. And if you'd like to contribute to the channel in other ways, there are links in the description as well. And if you do contribute in those ways, in turn, I can add your username to the end screen of future videos to help show that, well, that you help supported the channel, and in turn, I will show that I appreciate your support by highlighting your username on the channel. So thank you so much for watching this 1 hour flight number 14, and I hope to see you when I take flight in the next 1 hour flight video. But until then, I will see you in the next video.